Hello, I wanted to take a moment and try to make a quick video. I don't promise that this will be any shorter than 10-15 minutes, but hopefully I can get it done really quickly and not appear to be rambling. I wanted to show you just a little inside about Canva if you haven't used it before. Some of you have been asking me some questions, so maybe this will help you if you are trying it out for the first time, or maybe you've played around with it but you really don't know what you're doing yet and you would like a little more inside stuff. I like Canva a lot. I feel like the photos, the images that you create with Canva look very professional. I do use PicMonkey as well. My favorite thing with PicMonkey is the frames. You can put a frame around your image that just makes it really clean and nice. But I do prefer the professional look of Canva. So I do use both. There are free options with both. If you want the upgrade version for Canva, it is $119.40 for the whole year, or $12.95 per month. Now, PicMonkey is cheaper. I think it's $35 for a year or something like that. I would have to go back and look at that. But it is cheaper. Again, like I said, Canva to me feels more professional, and I like that. I do not have the upgraded version of Canva right now. I do have the upgraded version of PicMonkey. I have been able to create what I want with Canva without upgrading, so at the moment I haven't seen the need to do so. However, I will show you a couple things that make me consider it, and when I do get the money, I probably will upgrade to that, just because I think it would benefit my business, and it may benefit yours as well. It's something that you have to decide for yourself and for your business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share with you and just give you a quick overview of Canva the best I can. And if you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any further questions, any other social media questions that perhaps I haven't answered about SendShare, or I know I'm just starting to post a lot more, SendShare, Facebook, PicMonkey, Canva, Instagram, whatever. Send me a private message or leave me a comment, and I will make a little video for you, and I will post it in the group so everybody can learn from it. I think there is a lot of free information offered out there, and not all of us have the time to go look at it or read it or watch it, and some of the videos can be an hour long, and that's just, nobody's got time for that, and I understand that. So if you have a question and I know it, then I can make a quick little 3-minute video for you and address it and just help you out. I think we can learn so much from each other, and it is a blessing for me to be able to do this for you. So please don't hesitate. Moving on, I'm going to screen share with you and walk you through Canva real quick. And the program I'm using right now to do this with you is called Zoom. And it is just a free video conference calling program. Okay, so this is what Canva looks like. And I am saying Canva, CANVA.com, not Panda. Some people have thought I said Panda. But this is what it looks like when you open it up. If you have never used it, there will be nothing down here. These are just some images that I have created recently, so they show up here. If you have an image here, say this one's here twice and you don't want it, click the drop down arrow. You can move it to the trash or make a copy. But what I generally do is I log into Canva and I go to Facebook post, which is where most of us, I believe, are going to go. And then I design my image, or I find one that I want to pay for. There are images in Canva that are free. Example, this one right here is free. It'll say free in the bottom right corner of the image, and when you put it up here on the bigger square, there will not be any grids going across it. If this is an image that you need to purchase, there will be grids going across it. And I will show you that in just 1 second. Generally, this will delete everything when you just click the whole thing, but there is a lot of extra stuff. And what you can also change the colors of these eggs. You could change the colors of the fonts. You can change the size. If you don't like the type of font, you can change the type of font. Now this one here is not free. You see the grids that are going across it. That means you have to pay for that one. Generally, the images are $1 a piece. I have come across some that are $2, and that was a Facebook photo cover. You know, the cover for like your whole page or your profile. If you, it will offer you a deal when you want to buy some. If you click download from this one, then it's going to say pay now $1 or pay $10 and get 11 images. So save yourself $1 if you want and do that. You can change this font. Say you don't like it in white and you want it in yellow. You don't like the way this font looks, you want a more script font. You can change it to that. You decide you don't need this little button right here, you can delete that. You can delete the whole thing. Even the little bitty teeny tiny heart. It's just all these other little things that you can move around and change. What I would recommend, however, is if you find an image that you want that costs money, that costs $1, say you want this one, you want to buy this one, you can see yourself using it over and over and over again. What I would do is I would go ahead and pop that image in there and I would download it right now. I would change the text if I need to, but I would download it right now before I do anything else, because then I can upload it back to Canva and I can change, or I can add things to it. I can add a quote to it. I can add my watermark to it. It's just, you can stretch that so much further. Now this isn't one I could see myself using over and over again, but let me show you one that I do know I can use over and over again so I can explain this. Recently I purchased this image. I need that photo well to disappear. Okay. I purchased this image. It cost me $1. What is that? Delete. There we go. Now it's on. And I don't want Happy Easter on there. Too many things going on at once. I went ahead and I sized it to the square. When you create an image for Facebook in Canva, it is going to fit the complete Facebook post. You're not going to have any white on the side. Sometimes you see people have shared a quote or something and the quote goes right up the middle and you've got white border on both sides. With Canva, you don't have that, and I think that makes it look more professional. So anyway, I downloaded this image just like this, and then I uploaded it and I went back in and I added my my quote to it. Let me pull it up here. It's right here. So now it's got the quote that I found that I wanted to use. I got 2 text boxes here because I wanted to change the font of the bottom word. And then I've got my watermark. Now, I like it just the way it is, but let's say I want a frame around it. If I want a frame around it, I'm going to take it over PicMonkey because I like their frames better. That's just my personal preference. Yours is not going to be the same as mine, so I don't expect that. But that's just what I do. That's just an option there for you. Now, when you are searching for images, let's say we're going to search for coffee. If you don't like coffee, then we got problems, because I think everybody should like coffee. And let's say, well, this one right here is free. You could use it. Or let's say you're scrolling down. When you continue to scroll down, you'll find more that are free. there's another one. You just have to go through here. It's time consuming. You just, when you have the time, do it. Otherwise, don't. But when you find an image that you're going to use, look, this one's free. You like that, you want to use it, go ahead and size it to fit your entire frame. Move it around if you need to, and then save it like that. So that when you upload it again, all you have to do is add your text to it, your watermark. You can even add a picture on top of a picture. But do it after you've already saved it, because if I try to add another picture to this right here, it's going to think that I want to replace this photo, and I don't. So just remember to do that. And be very specific with the word that you type in the search bar here, because sometimes if you type more than one word, I think it overwhelms the program and you get some interesting images. You can also use elements, and these are just fun little things you can add. They've got frames. Like I said, I prefer PicMonkey frames. I tend to use the simple edge frame all the time. It's just my go-to. And I don't really care for these here. You can add a cell phone, put your picture in it, but if you have saved this, well, maybe you don't have to save it. You can add this little picture here to anything. And these little lines that are popping up, there's a vertical line there, there's a horizontal line there. I've got them both now. That means I have just centered that image into the middle of the image that I have, the background image there. Anytime you're moving another image around or text around, those vertical and horizontal lines will show up to show you that you have it in the right location, so that you don't have to try to eyeball it all the time. And that's really beneficial, I believe. But they have all these frames you can choose from. And then they have grids. A lot of people have asked me about creating a collage in Canva. You're going to want to use the grids. And so you'll just scroll through here until you find one that you want to use, and then you pop it up here. Now I call these photo wells. There's 3 of them. You can go over here to your uploads and you can find 3 pictures that you want to use and just pop them in there. And then, okay, now see this one here, it says Beachbody Challenge, and you can't read the whole thing, so I need to edit that photo. If you double click in that box, then you can move this up and then click the check mark. Now it's still going to show that little dip right there. I can use it or delete it or try a different photo. Pop this one in here. It probably looks better. There we go. Now I've got three images. Facebook doesn't generally allow you to post more than 1 image at a time. So this is where the collages come in handy. Save this, then upload it, add your watermark. Take it over to PicMonkey and add your watermark if you want. You can add your watermark here. I find that it generally works better if I add my watermark after I've saved it, because this is considered a photo. So when I try to pop it in here, it's going to replace one of these photos if I haven't already saved this. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now then you have tons of text. You can add all kinds of text to this. Excuse me, I need a drink. And yes, I'm still having coffee. My husband headed off for his new job today, and so we've got 55 days until we're back together again. So it's been a little stressful, but we're excited and we're happy for the new adventure and looking forward to life in Virginia. But let's say you want to add some text, and right now a lot of these are free, but right now this halfway one is my favorite. The text is called Over the Rainbow. But you see there's the vertical line showing up again. Let's see if I can make the horizontal line pop. It's not going to pop. But it's got another little bit of font down here that I don't want, so I'm just going to delete that. And then I don't really want to say halfway, so let's say something like that. And let's say that it's not the right size. I want it to be bigger. You can just drag your little arrows like you would in other programs. Click off of it and then move it around. Look for your vertical line. It'll show you that you're centered or not. And let's say I don't like the color. It's not catching my eye enough. So you can pick one of these colors or you can add your own color. Let's try purple. See if that, it doesn't pop very well either, but you just play around with it and see what you like and what stands out to you. But that's how you change your color and add your text. And it's really simple. I really like it. And if you, let's say that you like this text here, it's got a lot of decor going around with it. Let's see if I can move it down here maybe. Let's change the color. Oh, change the color of the whole thing and see if it'll. This green is a little easier to see, I think, over top of this at the moment. And that's all I'm doing. This isn't something I would save. I'm just showing you how to do this. So you can see that. Let's say you don't want it to say that. You can change those words. If you want this particular word to pop out more than the other, you can change that color and make it, pop. Just, there is so much you can do with it. And these, again, these are free. There are also icons, like just little fun icons you can use. And there are, like, say you want to use a Facebook icon. Those are free, if I remember correctly. There you go. Pop that on there. Join me on Facebook, kind of thing. Now I want to show you one other really cool thing, and I'm going to, I think I might have to, let's see, click on here, drop down arrow. Okay, you see how it says link? Let's say that I want this photograph to link back to my like page, my business page on Facebook, or maybe my blog, or maybe I've created an ebook and I want there to be a clickable link at the bottom. If you click this and you type in, let's see, let's use this is my Beachbody page, my Beachbody coaching page. So I'm going to click this and highlight it, copy, go back over to Canva, pop this into the link box, click enter. If you do not click enter, it's not going to work. And then you've got that green link box. So it should link back to you. And you always want your images, your work to link back to you. That's why you put a watermark on it. If you do not know how to create a watermark, let me know. Post me a comment. I will walk you through that. It is a piece of cake, and you can save it and then just continually pop it on your photos every time you're done creating. Now, what I generally like to do is I'll get on Canva for an hour or so, and I'll go through and find images that I think will work well with some things that I'm going to do. And I try to find as many free ones as I can. And then I size them and save them, and then I go back later and I edit them. I'll add a quote, or I'll add a special, or whatever it is that I want to say to my clients and my customers, or how I want to engage with them. I'm trying to build relationships and connections with them. So that is how I will choose what I'm purchasing or what I'm not purchasing. It's just, there's so much you can do with this. And you can make the images that you save, let's see if I can pull this down. Right here, you can make it public, so if people find you on Canva, they can see that. You can share. It'll share to Twitter, Facebook. You can email it to a friend directly from Canva. Or you can go to your Facebook page and upload, the photo like you normally would. Now, if you are using SendShare, you can create these images within the Send Share program. You do not have to go out to this website separately. And that is a huge bonus. I think that's about it. There's backgrounds you can choose from. So, again, some are free, some are not. You just have to scroll through there. You can upload your own photos. And this is highly beneficial. And this is where I can see I've uploaded quite a few photos, and I'm having to search through my own work to find what I want to use next. So this is where I could see the upgrading feature coming in handy, because you can create your own folders. If you click here, you can save your brand colors, and you really want to brand yourself, because technically you are selling yourself. Yes, you have a product, but you want your customer and client to come to you because they like you, they trust you. So it's you that you're trying to promote. And you need to pick your brand. You know, how are you branding yourself? And then you can create these photo folders. That way you can, you know, keep things nice and clean. You can create branded templates for you and your team. There's just a lot you can do with this. You got a 30-day free trial if you decide to do it. I don't know that I'll have 120 bucks to pay at the end of the 30 days right now, so I'm holding off on this a bit, but it is an option for you, and it does help streamline things. Other than that, I think that pretty much covers Canva. If I haven't answered a question, if there's something I haven't shown you, give me a shout out. I'll try to do that. Down here real quick, you'll see it says add new page. If you just go over here, well, you can add a new page and it's blank. Or if you look on the side here, you can click copy, and that image that I just made is going to pop up down here again. Say I don't want it, let's delete it. You know, I don't want this new page, delete it. That comes in handy if you're going to create like an ebook. And I've been working on one. I'm hoping to have it go live April 1st. I will share it in the social media training group so that you guys can see what I did. And if it is something that interests you and you want a little special training on it, then I'll have you comment below it once it posts and let me know, and I'll walk you through some stuff. I think that's it for the day. I've got to get going. I've got a client at 12:30, and anyway, if you have any further questions, please let me know. I think this video is way longer than I meant for it to be, and I apologize. I do hope this helps you, and have fun with it. It's not meant to be stressful or overwhelming. Just go and have fun, and have a blessed Tuesday. Bye.